Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. We're going to do a quick review of one of the most high-powered reversal signals in the candlestick universe, the best friend signal. If you see a candlestick signal in the oversold area followed by a gap up, it's a very strong indication there's been a reversal. If you see a doji followed by a gap up, it's more compelling that there's been a strong reversal. The Morningstar signal also incorporates the best friend signal, which is a doji followed by a gap up in the oversold area. Not only produces high probabilities of a reversal, but also produces a high probability of a very strong reversal. This signal is made very simple by the doji rule, that the price will usually move in the direction of how they open it after a doji. And it doesn't necessarily need to be in the oversold area. If you can recognize a pattern, like a J-hook type pattern, notice the doji gap up, your best friend, clearly illustrated that this resistance level was not going to act as resistance. You're now in another strong wave to the upside. A best friend signal also signifies that if they're breaking out through a resistance level, like a 50-day moving average, and it gaps up, it also eliminates that fear factor that, boy, I don't know whether I want to be chasing it. If you can recognize that it's a best friend signal, you can be buying immediately with much more confidence. And the strength of a bullish best friend is also relevant in a bearish best friend. If you see a doji gap down, your bearish best friend tells you there's going to be a lot of force to the downside, and also a very strong indication that a failure has occurred at a major resistance level. The alert becomes a doji witnessed in the oversold area. If it gaps up the next day, you don't need to wait for confirmation. You can be buying immediately. And then the additional confirmation is a best friend signal that closes above the T-line, tells you there's a high probability you're going to be in an uptrend. Very simply stated, if you see a doji in the oversold area and they gap it up, what does this indicate? That the bulls, not only after a day of indecision, started to go positive, but very strong positive, creating a very strong uptrend. We call this doji gap up your best friend signal because not only is it going to produce a high probability of a bullish trade or a bearish trade, it's going to produce a very strong profitable trade. Thank you for listening.